Hey, what's up, everyone? I am here with a quick kind of range opinion on the North American arms. Now, this isn't a review because it would be kind of unfair. This is a used gun, so I don't know if it was used for 10 rounds or 10,000 rounds, but just kind of my impressions of it. So, I bought this gun for a few reasons. Number one, I wanted it specifically because it was small. Oh, that'll come back to bite me. And I also wanted it because it was like a stainless steel framed kind of like heavy pocket pistol, which you don't see too much. You see a lot of the polymer wonders. And it looked like it was really well made. And third, I really like that it's 32 ACP because I find 32 ACP to be much better in a pocket pistol than 380. So I do have a video on this you might want to check out, or maybe you don't. I don't know. But I just want to show you a few things. From the back here to the front, it's only 4¼ inches. If you just look at the slide, it's just about 4. From the top to the bottom, it's just barely 3 inches. And it's also pretty thin. So, obviously, when I bought this, I knew that it was small. I have multiple 32 ACPs. I think I have about 4 of them. And like I said, I like 32 ACP, and you can see how small this is. It's actually like you're holding a little brick, which I kind of like. I kind of like the fact that it's kind of brick-like. Now, I was shooting it, and I got to tell you, I didn't shoot a lot of rounds. I brought one gun with me. I shot like 150 rounds. This one, I didn't shoot many rounds at all. I used some PMC 32 ACP standard ball. Nothing fancy. But here's the problem. It's a one finger gun, and it's kind of like barely one finger. Like, look at that over here. Like, my finger kind of actually hangs over just very slightly. Like, there's no way I'm getting a second finger on here. No way. Um, and yet, still, I like it. It's just, well, let's put it this way. It's a cool gun. I've heard excellent things about its reliability. It's like a freaking tank. I like it a lot, but in its standard configuration, it needs work. I believe this has a 6-round magazine in here, and this is part of the problem. And again, when I say problem, I mean not really problem with the gun, more or less a problem with me. Um, Basically, I think I need to swap out this magazine here with the ones that have the finger extension. If you look at the thumbnail of this, I actually put a picture of one with the thumbnail extension, and it's pretty cool because I think that it would give me a place for my middle finger to fully sit, and the ring finger next to it. Who knows? Maybe there might even be a teeny little spot for the pinky. I don't know, but I think just getting the ring finger on there would be fantastic. The other thing I've noticed is that these finger extensions, they typically don't, and like this isn't something that's going to increase the rounds. I believe like if this is a 6-round magazine or 7 rounds, that's also going to be 6 or 7 rounds. It just gives you that slight finger extension, and I'm actually like very anxious to try that because without the finger extension, I find it kind of uncomfortable to shoot. It's one of those things where I think I had enough stability to shoot it with the one finger, but like mentally I didn't feel comfortable. Like I kind of felt funny shooting it, like it was going to slip out of my hand. And with 32, it's pretty moderate on the recoil spectrum. I mean, it's kind of light actually, um, especially with something so heavy. I mean, 32 is pretty pleasant to shoot. Even on my other 32s, I have a Keltec P32. Let's see, was it the Tomcat, the Beretta Tomcat? And I think I have another one which is escaping me. And they're like I said, they're pretty pleasant to shoot, but especially in the steel frame because it gives it all that extra weight. So it's really kind of not far off a 22 to be honest with you with this kind of weight. But I think that finger extension would make so much difference. Now, I also, if I remember correctly, they also make like a 10-round magazine that extends it a bit more, and I'm kind of interested in that. The only thing that makes me a little anxious is that the company says it's for range use, kind of for practice, but not for carry. And I'm thinking that there might be some reliability issues, and that's why they say that. Now, I'm wondering, is it just that it's a little less reliable, or is it just kind of really bad? Kind of makes me want to experiment, to be honest with you. Maybe pick up the one with the finger extension and the 10 round just to kind of see, because I'm thinking if you put the 10 round magazine in, it'll probably give me space for like maybe all three fingers or two and a half, whereas the extension might give me two and a smidge. And I got to be honest with you, I think even just having room for those two fingers and the way that that extension angles out a little more than typical, I think it would make this a really, really pleasant shooter. Now, the sights, well, they're kind of atrocious. But I'm not upset about that, because that's what you'd expect for this gun. I mean, this is a teeny tiny little gun. I mean, it's 4 inches by like 3 inches. It's teeny tiny. It's very small. Um, and I like it quite a bit. If you said, like I said, I didn't shoot a ton of rounds through it for two reasons. Number one, I wasn't comfortable shooting it with the one finger hold, and I also wasn't comfortable shooting it. Oh, I'm sorry, one finger hold, and I don't have that much 32 ACP on me right now. Like I have a lot of like 9 millimeter and 7.62 by 39, and those kind of rounds. But the 32, you'd think I have more, but I have a little bit less because I'm waiting for the prices to come down a bit on those. I don't want to pay $30 something a box for 32. No, thank you. So I'm holding off on getting that till I see a better price. Then I'll pick up a few boxes. But if I had to recommend this gun, yes, but only if you get the finger extension. Now, again, I don't have the finger extension, but I'm assuming that it would make the comfortability rating on this go from like a 2 to like maybe like a 7 or an 8. And like I said, I'm a big fan of 32 ACP, and I think it's a really good gun. And like for me, I tend to like 1911s. I like the Bond Arms Derringers. I like the Beretta Bobcats and Tomcats. I like steel guns. I really like steel guns. I have polymer guns. I think polymer guns are cool. I mean, they can be made less expensively. They can be made to be very reliable, and they're lighter to carry. But I understand that's all good stuff, but I just like the steel guns. To me, it's like just very, very substantial. And I got to tell you, I enjoy shooting them more. And I think I would enjoy shooting this if it had that extension. So I'm going to pick up that extension, and maybe we can do some hand holding tests. That doesn't sound right. It's not like I'm going to date the gun or anything. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean. So I'm gonna go pick that up, see how that is. I might also pick up the 10 round magazine, see what kind of difference that makes or doesn't make. So, like I said, my opinion, NAA is good to go. It's a great gun, but the magazine I have with it, that's the issue. And like I said, it's kind of my issue. Although I gotta tell you, I don't think many people would be doing too well here, because, like, from here, like, you figure this rounds out from the part that it goes flat, it's like 3/4 of an inch, less than 3/4 of an inch. And if you look at an angle like this, it's just about an inch. So it's really kind of tiny. But again, that's what you're getting. Same thing, like I would like a C camp, but I mean it's kind of stupid if you buy a small gun and it's like, I don't like this gun, it's too small. Well, that's why you bought it, genius. So that's kind of what I'm in. I mean, I specifically wanted a small gun, so I'm thinking that finger extension helps me keep that small gun with only that very slight extension coming out here. So it's kind of like a little twist on a really cool thing. So, like I said, my recommendation, I think it's a definite buy with the extension. If you are not subscribed, and I know many of you aren't, please consider subscribing. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up. I appreciate that. I will talk to you later.